Dear students, today we will continue the topic group by defining a cyclic group. A cyclic group is a group if there exists an element A of G such that each element of G can be written as an integral power of A. That is, if B belongs to G, then there exists an element A of G such that B is equal to A raised to power n for some integer n. Then A is called the generator of G. If G is a cyclic group generated by A, then we write it as G is equal to A bounded between less than and greater than sign. If G is a group under addition, then G is called a cyclic group if each element of G is an integral multiple of A. That is, if B belongs to G, then B is equal to NA. B is equal to NA for some integer n. A cyclic group is also called a monic group. If G is generated by element A, be a cyclic group of order n, then G will be equal to E identity element A raised to power 1, A square, A cube, and so on up to A raised to power n minus 1. That is, order of G will be equal to order of A is equal to n. If A is a generator of cyclic group G, then A inverse also is a generator of G. For any element x of G, we have x is equal to A raised to power n, and also x is equal to A raised to power minus 1, that is A inverse raised to power minus n, where n and n minus n are integers. If order of A is finite, then G is a finite cyclic group, and if order of A is infinite, then G is said to be an infinite cyclic group. Now we take some examples of cyclic group. Suppose we have a group 1 omega omega square formed by the cube roots of unity. We have to show that this is a cyclic group. G be a group of cube roots of unity 1 omega and omega square. Here 1 is equal to omega cube. Therefore, each element of G is an integral power of omega. Therefore, G is a cyclic group generated by omega. Every element of G can be written as integral powers of omega. First element 1 will be equal to omega cube. Second element omega will be equal to omega raised to power 1, and third element will be equal to omega raised to power 2. That is, G is generated by omega. Now see second example. In this multiplicative group, 1 minus 1 iota minus iota is generated by this is the group found by the fourth root of unity. This is also a cyclic group, and every element of this group is generated by iota, because first element 1 is equal to iota raised to 4, and second element minus 1 is equal to iota square, and third element iota is equal to iota raised to power 1, and minus iota is equal to iota cube. This means each element of G is an integral power of iota. Therefore, G is a cyclic group generated by iota. Next, we have to show that group Z of integers under addition is an infinite cyclic group generated by 1. Each element, each integer can be written as n is equal to n into 1. Therefore, Z is a group generated by 1, and every integer can be written as the form n is equal to n into 1. Similarly, also each element of Z can be written as n is equal to minus n into minus 1. Therefore, each element can also be generated by minus 1. Therefore, group Z has two generators, 1 and minus 1. Now, next is theorem. Prove that subgroup of a cyclic group is also a cyclic group. Suppose G is generated by A be a cyclic group and H be a subgroup of G, then if H is equal to G, then H is also generated by A and is also a cyclic group. And if H is equal to E having only one element, identity element E, then H is generated by E is also a cyclic group generated by identity element. So now let us take H is not equal to G, and also H is not equal to identity set of only containing an identity element, that is H is a proper subgroup of G. H is a proper subgroup of G. Therefore, there is an element X of H such that X is not is equal to identity element. Because H is a subgroup of G, therefore every element of H also belongs to G. Okay, H is a subgroup of G, therefore if X belongs to H, that implies X also belongs to G. Because H is a cyclic group, therefore X will be equal to A raised to power R, where A is a generator of the H for some non-zero integral power R. That implies if X belongs to H, that implies X inverse also belongs to H, because H is a subgroup of G. This means A raised to power minus R also belongs to H. That implies A raised to power R and A raised to power minus R also belongs to H. Because R is not equal to 0, therefore at least one of R and minus R is a positive integer. So the positive integral powers of A also belongs to H. Let K be the least Q be the least positive power of integer such that A raised to power Q belongs to H. Now we shall prove that H is a cyclic group generated by A raised to power Q. Let X be an arbitrary element of H. That implies X belongs to G, because H is a subgroup of G. Therefore, every element which belongs to H also belongs to G. That implies X is an element of H. This means X will be of the type A raised to power n for some integer n, because X also belongs to G and generator of G is A, and therefore X will be equal to A raised to power of type A raised to power n. Then by division algorithm, n will be equal to Q1 Q plus R. If we divide n by Q, then n will be equal to Q1 Q plus R. That implies A raised to power n will be equal to A raised to power Q1 Q plus R. This can be written as A raised to power n is equal to A raised to power Q1 Q into A raised to power R. That implies A raised to power n upon A raised to power n upon A raised to power Q1 Q Q1 Q is equal to A raised to power R. This A raised to power Q1 Q can be taken in the left hand side, and this becomes equal to A raised to power n minus Q1 Q is equal to A raised to power R, because A raised to power Q belongs to H and Q1 is an integer, so A raised to power Q1 Q also belongs to H. Also A raised to power n is an element of H, therefore A raised to power n, because H is a subgroup, therefore an element A and second element inverse also belongs to H. That is A raised to power n, A raised to power Q1 Q inverse also belongs to H. That is A raised to power n, A raised to power minus Q1 Q also belongs to H. That is A raised to power n minus Q1 Q belongs to H. That is A raised to power R belongs to H. Therefore, A raised to power R belongs to H for all R lying between 0 and Q minus 1. But Q is the least positive integer such that A raised to power Q belongs to H. This means R must be equal to 0. And from the first and second and third. We see that x is equal to a raised to power n is equal to a raised to power q1 q plus r is equal to a raised to power q1 q plus r comes out to be 0. Therefore x is equal to a raised to power q raised to power q1. This means every element of h is generated by a raised to power q. Every element of h can be written as a integral power of a raised to power q. Therefore a raised to power q is a generator of subgroup H. Therefore H is a cyclic subgroup of G and is generated by a raised to power q. Now see this example. Find all the subgroups of cyclic group of order 18. Order of group G is 18. Therefore there exists an element of G such that A is generated by G is generated by A, and order of A is equal to order of G is equal to 18. First, we know that every subgroup of a cyclic group is cyclic. Therefore, every subgroup of G is also a cyclic group, and here G and E set containing only identity element are trivial subgroups of G. Also, the corresponding to every divisor of the group order of a cyclic group, there is a unique subgroup of that order. That is 2, 3. If we take the divisors 2, 3, 6, 9 of 18 by ignoring 1 and 18, which are trivial factors of 18. Proper subgroup G are of order 2, 3, 6, 9 are only positive divisors of 18. Therefore, proper subgroups of G are of order 2, 3, 6 and 9, and therefore their generators are a raised to power 9, a raised to power 6, a raised to power 3 and a raised to power 2 respectively. Hence, subgroup of G are group generated by A, group generated by E, that is equal to a raised to power 1, a raised to power 0, and this is generated by a raised to power n, a raised to power 6, a raised to power 3 and a raised to power 2. See the next theorem. An infinite cyclic group has precisely two generators. Suppose G be an infinite cyclic group generated by A. Now any element of G can be written as a raised to power m, and also x is equal to a inverse raised to power minus m for some integer m. Therefore G has two generators, A and A inverse, because every element of G can be written as a raised to power m or a inverse raised to power minus m. Let B be any other generator of G such that G is generated by B. Now A belongs to G and B is the generator of G. Therefore A is equal to B raised to power n. Also A is the generator of G and B is any element of G. Therefore B is equal to a raised to power m. Now A is equal to B raised to power n, but B is equal to a raised to power m. Therefore A will be equal to B raised to power n is equal to B raised to power m raised to power n. That is a raised to power mn. Now A is equal to a raised to power mn. We can write as a raised to power m minus n is equal to E. Therefore order of A is equal to mn minus 1, which is a finite number, but G is an infinite cyclic group. Therefore this result holds if only mn minus 1 is equal to 0, that is mn is equal to 1, that is m is equal to 1 by n. But m and n are both integers, Therefore, this is only possible when m is equal to n is equal to plus minus 1. That is, b is equal to a raised to power 1 or a raised to power minus 1. Hence, infinite cyclic group has only two generators. Now, see this example. Determine all the generators of a cyclic group of order 18. Suppose G is generated by A is a cyclic group of order 18. Therefore, order of A raised to power k will be equal to order of order of G upon GCD of 28k. Also, we know that order of a cyclic group is equal to order of its generator. Therefore, A raised to power k will be the generator of G. Therefore, order of A raised to power k will be equal to 28. That is, order of A raised to power k is equal to 28. This means 28 upon 28 k, GCD of 28 and k is equal to 28. This means GCD of 28 and k is equal to 1. This means 28 and k are relatively prime. Therefore, k can take the values 1, 3, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 23, 25 and 27. This means a raised to power 1, a raised to power 3, a raised to power 5, 9, 11, a raised to power 13, 15, 17, a raised to power 19, 23, 25 and 27 are the generators of group G. Next we will continue the next topics, normal subgroups. So thank you, students.